Alrighty, welcome back everybody to the Tradewaiters podcast, the comic book club, where we read a different trade paperback every single week. I'm Daniel, you're Nathan, we're brothers, we read comics.
I feel like I had to burp right there. I was trying to time it with when you were finishing, and then it just went away.
That's good.
But hello, everybody.
We got different time codes in our description. We got the book, which is Superman Birthright. We have Back Matter Matters in the poll list, but we start with the news.
Let's fucking get to it. It'll be a big episode. Let's go.
Lot of stuff. Dude, I got like distracted looking at like comics news sites, and it's like there's a clickbait article, and it's like 7 characters the Hulk has definitely smashed. it's like they did that on purpose, you know?
Yeah. Who's the Thunderbolt Ross's kid?
Oh, like
It is Betty.
Close.
Not close at all.
I had to be in there.
Definitely, that's one of the smashed. Did you click on that article? Or?
No, I kept going.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Nathan, big rest in peace to Jim Shooter.
Yeah.
He, one of the people who founded Valiant Comics.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He created characters such as
Blood,
Exo Manowar, Archer and Armstrong, and stuff like that.
I like Exo Manowar.
Yeah,
It's cool. He was a big editor-in-chief for a while at Marvel during, I think he wrote
Secret Wars,
the original Secret Wars,
yeah.
And a couple other big events, but he was, all of the like big, like 90s stuff that was going on at Marvel, he was the editor-in-chief for, so
yeah,
apparently he's a big voice for that stuff.
definitely.
So kind of crazy. Rest in peace.
Definitely. Did we know that we were getting like a Fantastic Four First Steps like one-shot comic?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that popped up for me. It comes out like...
Is that just one of those...
It'll be out when this comes out, but it comes out...
Prequel to the movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I don't care for that.
Written by Matt Fraction.
Oh, okay.
And art by Mark Buckingham.
I'm in.
Yeah, so I was like, okay.
God damn it.
Here we go.
Why is Matt Fraction back in a big way? He's doing Batman, he's doing Fantastic Four.
The Fraction action is back.
Did he invest in something that didn't pan out? I mean, it's not like comics pay that much, I guess, so maybe not.
I mean, he spent like 5 years making Monarch, apparently. So
What the hell even is that?
the Godzilla show.
Oh, okay.
He like was like a creator of it, and apparently it's pretty time consuming.
What, making a TV show?
Yeah,
Nah. I
with
could do that.
Godzilla in it
I
for
could do that.
Apple.
This is Godzilla, everybody knows him.
Big deal.
What do you got to develop?
Yeah,
Big news. Robert Kirkman and Dan Mora together doing Transformers, starting with number 25.
dang, what a great team to pick up from DWJ.
Yeah, what a great team to fucking keep me buying Transformers comics.
You haven't been buying it.
I haven't been buying it, but I'm gonna buy it once 25
hop
hits.
back on. Did
Yeah.
you see that page of Optimus?
It looks so good.
Incredible.
Yeah, he's got a big chest.
Yeah,
I love a big chest.
he's got his legs look great.
Yep, they do. They don't look flat.
Yeah, that was just a
Flat.
small criticism I had, but like
Of the Transformers book that we read, yeah.
I'm like, isn't this man on stuff already? I was confused with Dan Mora.
He's on everything. I
He's
think
just a machine.
he like just got out of DC's basement.
What if he's just AI? I don't know.
It
Like
wouldn't-
Dan Mora just drew a couple things, and it's like draw like Dan Mora,
Yeah.
and then he can just draw like 6 books at a time.
Yeah, I would be disappointed but not surprised
Would you
because that
keep-
guy puts out a lot of shit.
Would you keep reading his stuff?
No, I'd be impressed because I really like World's Finest
Yeah,
and a lot of his other stuff, but man, that would make me sad.
definitely.
But I mean, it kind of speaks to how much he's able to do because he's like still. Well, the DC event just wrapped up, I think.
What event?
It was like some Justice League Unlimited event thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's on this DC.
Is he off of
Marvel.
Unlimited now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, then the
'Cause
one shot.
that only went to 8, I think.
Okay.
Which I didn't know. I would have kept buying it.
Yeah.
I thought that was like an ongoing thing.
I thought it was going to go on Unlimited issues. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Justice League 8 times. It's not as good of a title. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm surprised that Kirkman's hopping onto a thing like at 25 and he's not like starting something new. Because he hasn't like done that
Yeah.
in forever.
If he has.
If ever.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of, I mean, I know that he was part of a big reason why a lot of the Energon stuff is in Skybound, so it makes sense. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to see him pick up something.
Yeah, maybe he just had like an arc, or I wouldn't be surprised if it was just like an arc, like 5 issues or something, you know?
Yeah,
But like writing, I don't think is quite as time consuming as
definitely not.
other shit that he has going on.
Yep.
Anyway, Nathan, Neon Ichiban. You heard this?
No.
It is a Comixology competitor that's supposed to be coming next month.
Neon Ichiban?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yes, sir. It's gonna the publishers that are on board already.
Mm-hmm.
Vault, Oni Press, Distillery, Dark Horse,
Whoa.
Marvel,
Whoa.
and DC.
Down with the fucking Bezos.
Yes, sir.
Wait, that's awesome.
I'm like, where the fuck's Image? They're normally the first ones on this
I know.
shit.
Yeah, maybe they've been burnt by that last one.
Maybe.
What was it called? It was like Milk something.
Omnibus?
Omnibus. Yeah, there you go. There's a different one though.
Oh, the Sweets one or whatever?
Yeah, it was like a
that one's supposed to still be coming out at some point,
if it
right?
does, I'm just trying to not give Amazon money.
If you get the big 2 on, it's basically happening.
Yeah,
you
I know. Yeah, then you're guaranteed pretty good.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, that's
buy as much as you can. We gotta keep this up.
Yeah, we gotta keep the lights on over there.
I was like looking for some stuff, and then that wasn't at the first shop I went to, so I went to another shop on the way home, and they didn't have it. So I'm like, fuck, I'm like, I'm not gonna buy this on Comixology, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway,
Daniel, who's the Blink-182 singer? The second one.
Tom DeLonge.
Tom DeLonge. He did the intro song for Iron Man and His Awesome Friends.
Cool.
And I was like, what a wild show. It's like a pre-K show.
Like the guitar player?
Yeah, he sang the intro for it. I gotta look it up now. I was trying to find it. I didn't save it. I thought I did.
Iron Man.
Dude, it's kind of like that.
Oh, did they release it?
Yeah, they posted what the intro was. The theme song of Iron Man and His Awesome Friends. Oh, it's by Mark Hoppus.
Oh, Mark Hoppus.
Yeah. It's got Riri.
Amadeus Cho, is it?
Yeah, Amadeus Cho is a Hulk Iron Man.
You got to watch the show.
I'm like, this song bangs.
I can't wait for him to understand
who's
things.
This for?
It's for me, I think.
Yeah, I guess it's for me. I think it's specifically for you.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, he just
Lucas...
became a dad, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Because we're not going to be watching anything he wants to watch. Like, I'm going to be picking, you know?
Yeah,
I have the remote and I pay for it.
In our generation, it was Simple Planner, whoever it was that made the Scooby-Doo theme song. This is just the new version of that.
Yeah, that's badass.
So I thought that was funny.
That's great news.
Yeah, very, very good news. We also got some announcements for some of for the creative teams for more of the Marvel DC crossovers.
So are these the other one-shots, or are these going to be in the back?
Other one-shots.
Okay. I saw that. I wasn't sure.
Did you see the lineups?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Kevin Smith and Adam Kubert will team Daredevil with Green Arrow.
Oh, perfect.
That's great because Kevin Smith has done both of those.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America and Wonder Woman unite under the creative team of Chip Zdarsky and Terry Dodson, which is cool.
Okay, yeah.
And Jeff the Land Shark joins forces with Crypto thanks to Kelly Thompson and Guri Huru.
Oh, brilliant.
Which sounds so good, honestly. And I was reading some of Chip's newsletter when this got announced, and he's like, they wouldn't let me make them kiss or something like that between Captain America and Wonder Woman.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a cool matchup. Like Cap and Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah. Cap and Wonder Woman, I think, is a good one. I think it'll be good. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited for those. Hopefully they're good.
Everything Dead and Dying, Nathan.
Oh, I saw this.
A new book coming from Tate Brumbaugh and Jacob Phillips.
Yeah.
Coming September. It's going to be a 5-issue mini. I think Image. That's pretty cool. New Jacob Phillips book.
I need to read his stuff. I know he's good, and I've seen his covers, and I'm like, that looks really good.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever read anything.
Read like Newburn.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is Jacob Phillips. I have read some of his stuff.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Mm-hmm.
There's like his Western stuff. And then when Megalopolis comes out, you can read that.
Oh, true.
Marvel is coming out with something called the Marvel Archive Editions. which is like a gallery size trade, and it'll have true facsimiles in it,
Whoa.
which means like it'll have like issues with like the ads that were in it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and there'll be the first thing that they're starting with is like the black suit Spider-Man, like year 1 or whatever.
Right.
But these suckers, the gallery ones are real big. They're $125.
Wow.
So
you're gonna get those?
No, they're very cool. I like the idea, but
yeah, to see old ads. I remember I have like a really old Green Lantern issue for some reason. I was looking at the ads on the back, and it was like, buy this gun online, and it was just like a toy gun, but it was before they made them look like toy guns with like the little orange tips or whatever. So
yeah,
I'm like,
so you like knew it was
you can
like
just call
fake.
in and buy a gun this way. I love America. Daniel, Minor Threats is gonna be on its last 5-issue arc in a book called Minor Threats: The Last Devil Left Alive, from the Minor Threats team of Patton Oswalt, Jordan Blum, Scott Hepburn, and Ian Herring.
Was Scott Hepburn on the first run?
Yeah,
Okay, he was good.
he's a guy that was really good, and we liked him a lot.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be their last arc for now, because they've been doing like a lot of spin-off stuff.
Yeah, probably like, like finishing up the show and shit.
Yeah,
Did they just do like one? It's Dark Horse, so they just do like arc at a time or whatever.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Nathan,
Yo.
do you wish you just had a collection that had every single issue of Tech Jacket?
Yeah. How many is that?
I don't know, enough to warrant a compendium coming.
So probably at least 30 to 40.
Something like that. Yeah, coming November this year.
That's cool.
That's pretty exciting. And then they're also doing like another Astonishing Wolfman compendium. I thought they
Nice.
had one already, but maybe they're reprinting it or whatever.
Mm.
Nathan, you like Marvel Zombies?
Relatively, yeah.
Yeah, well, Marvel Zombies is coming back.
Oh, good.
Yeah, September 17th, Marvel Zombies: Red Band.
Red Band.
So like the Punisher, it's gonna be not your daddy's
Zombies
Marvel
eating
Zombies.
people.
Yeah,
I mean, what makes it red? What's gonna make a red band?
very bloody
You're gonna see some dick.
and titties probably. I don't know. But it'll be Marvel Zombies, and they'll be like existing throughout Marvel history. Is like the selling
Marvel
point.
Zombies life story?
I don't know.
Undead story?
Maybe it's like a time travel thing.
That would be kind of cool. I would like that idea, I think.
Like they're just like around during Secret Wars or something.
Yeah, Captain America punches Hitler, and then there's just like a zombie Red Skull or something that comes in.
Yeah. So, yeah, just to make it a little harder. So I thought that was interesting. I'll look at it.
Yeah, I'll look and see if it looks interesting. Do we know who's on it?
I didn't even fucking look at the team, honestly.
By Ethan Parker, Griffin Sheridan, and Jan Bazolda.
Oh, the podcasters?
Yeah, the podcast dudes.
That's cool.
Good for them.
They're on that.
We could write a comic.
That's on that Green Goblin thing.
Wait, what?
That Green Goblin book.
Yeah,
that
they're
came out
doing
today?
the Green Goblin right now, which is cool.
That's cool. That'd be fun. Good for them.
Yeah, I liked their Kill Your Darlings.
You read that?
Yeah, I read a couple issues of it. I
Nice.
didn't finish it. It was nominated. That's good for them.
Yeah.
So they're
That's
crushing
not
it.
how it fucking works.
I know. You write your first thing.
fucking
Your
book.
first fucking book is that
Oh, you
image,
got a
and you
nomination.
got a
Oh,
nomination.
please.
Yeah.
Because you talked to some guys recorded.
You probably worked really hard on a book and got a lot of advice from writers that you know.
Yeah. Last thing, the art of Daniel Warren Johnson
Oh, I saw that.
coming to Kickstarter on July 15th.
It's gonna be lots of commissions that he does.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
He's really good with commissions.
Yeah. Like they're all like full fucking pages. And
Yeah.
They're all badass.
If money wasn't a thing and I could just get a commission from anybody, it'd probably be Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yeah.
Because he always like has an interesting perspective. I don't know if people are just like
He just makes everything rock and roll.
I think so, but like people ask him like, can you do Darth Vader? And it'll be like a really like intensely framed
The coolest
shot.
commission
Yeah,
you've
like
ever
a
seen.
really cool commission off of just like a very basic premise, it seems like. So
Yeah.
I think that's definitely worth checking out. I don't get a whole lot of art books, you know.
I went to go buy Sean Phillips's art book.
Oh,
but,
that'd be a
like,
good one.
But it was like the lost art of Sean Phillips or whatever.
That's
so
a good title.
So there's a lot of his like 2000 AD stuff and then like a bunch of Marvel stuff.
Mm.
But it was like $50, and then for shipping from the UK, it was like $25.
Oof.
So I'm like, this thing's $75 essentially.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
For Lost Art. No,
and I just bought the Mike Allred one, which will be here at some point. And I think that was about that much too. So I was just like, I'm good.
That'll be a good coffee table book.
Yeah. I mean, we just have baby shit on our coffee table.
Yeah, true.
And anyway, Nathan, what book did we read this week?
We read Superman Birthright by Mark Waid, who wrote it, Lionel Francis Yu, who's the penciler, Jerry Allen Guilin, who's the inker, Dave McCaig on colors, and Comic Craft on lettering. This is a big boy. We're reading it because of the Superman movie coming out.
Yeah, nice Superman origin book.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is cool. This is always one of the ones people recommend, I would say. Like, if you look up lists of, like, Superman comics, is always probably in the top 5-ish.
Yeah, especially for, like, origin stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like all the ones that you get, like, recommended for Superman are all origin stuff.
Yeah.
And that just kind of, like, gets old, in my opinion. Just because, like, there's only so many ways to
like do an origin,
that. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's true. I don't know. It's like, what would be a Superman story where it's not an origin? I guess like the Rebirth one isn't.
Like,
maybe not Rebirth, but the one that Bendis was on. He was kind of in the middle of that, and I like that a lot.
I mean, I think like Up in the Sky isn't.
Why didn't we read that? I've been wanting to read that.
I don't know, dude.
You're the one that brought this to me.
I just thought
you just had it already.
You
motherfucker.
Don't look into it. I decided it'd be an easy sell. You know, we probably should have, honestly, but I think, well, it's also good to do an origin
because it's an origin movie.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think it will be an origin movie technically.
We're gonna see something.
We'll see some origin.
It's him starting. The movie's not gonna start, and he's Superman already. You know,
it might.
Yeah, that's true. I guess
he might be flying through the sky. We should bet on it. First frame, is he flying? You know.
What'd you think about this?
This is really good for the first 2 acts, in my opinion.
Really? I think the opposite.
Oh, I think it falls apart at the end.
Really? I think the end is like exciting.
I think what's really strong about it is, you know, you're doing an origin, and we know his Superman's origin. But what I like about what Mark Waid does is that he kind of adds more dimension to what I would consider to be like pretty one-dimensional characters in the Superman mythos, like a Lex Luthor, or like or even like the Ma and Pa Kent. It seems like they have like a little bit more meat on their bones to kind of explore. And so I kind of like that aspect of it. And this one focuses a lot on Clark Kent's like journalism career.
Yeah.
And I like that aspect of it because it seems like a lot of Superman stories or origins, I guess, that I read, he just kind of like gets a job at the Daily Planet. But like he's doing freelance journalism stuff in this book, which I really like. And it kind of informs a lot of his and it really informs a lot of his character. And so I like that aspect of this a lot. So Lionel Francis Yu does a really good job. I don't believe that his Clark Kent isn't super sexy Superman, you know, like everybody would know that chiseled ass jawline is like similar to your coworker.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't really care too much about that. I just think that Frank Quietly does it really good in All-Star, where he's got like worse posture. He's got like a tucked chin kind of deal. Yeah. But in this one, it's just like some glasses that'll mute his eyes a little bit. But yeah, I think it's pretty fun overall. Just kind of falls apart for me at the end. But you think the opposite?
We'll get into it, I guess. Like it was just like a little boring to me. Like it read really well, and like the pacing was like pretty good. But I like just like didn't care about a lot of it.
Yeah,
like journalism stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah, I know he does that, but I don't think I don't know. Maybe I don't like Superman. I don't know.
You don't care about what he's
like. I'm sure
reporting on.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah,
that was like the whole first issue.
The whole first couple issues is like him in another country doing some journalism stuff, and I like that aspect of it more than I thought I would, because I agree. It's like there's not a whole lot of Superman action in this until like the very end.
Yeah, which is like kind of something that I appreciate having throughout.
Yeah, It can be
Especially
sprinkled
for a maxi series, it's 12 issues.
Yeah, he does do like a little bit, just kind of sprinkled in, but it's like he's trying to stay low key for the most part for most of this until he dons the Superman, title. But
like this.
But collection... no, I normally would agree with you, but I really liked a lot of the moral questions that he had to face.
Sure.
So
like it's not like a predictable story.
No.
There's a lot of new elements into this. This collection like doesn't have any issue breaks.
Yeah.
Which like fucking killed me.
It sucks.
I was like,
I don't know when I want to stop.
Yeah, and like it didn't necessarily like narratively feel like there's a break.
There's no like cliffhangers.
Yeah.
It feels like so.
There's like some, I guess, once you like actually figure out what the pages are.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I get the idea of like having like one whole story, like a Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips thing.
Yeah.
But like those are written not to be broken up, and this was broken up.
Yeah. So it makes sense to break it up.
I love Lionel Francis Yu.
He's great.
But I don't know if I love him for Superman necessarily. It just seemed just a little... There's nothing wrong. It just didn't see... I feel like he's more... His style works for other characters, You don't
think he has like the hope or something in there? Because I feel like something with his art is that...
He's cool when like Superman was like mad,
Yeah, he does mad pretty well.
Right.
Or like kind of intimidating Superman.
Right. And like the action, his stuff on like Krypton is like incredible.
Oh yeah.
Like that shit fucks really hard.
That's probably, this is the best like Krypton style I've seen in any
for
book,
sure.
I think.
Yeah.
Because everybody looks so steezy in that
Definitely
on Krypton. But yeah, I agree with you a little. I mean, I really like his Superman. I didn't mind that he like really leans into some of like, yeah, I guess I don't really know how to explain it. I do see a lot of hope in his art style though. So I liked him on Superman, but I agree that he probably, his style is probably more suited for like in DC probably.
What do we know him from?
He's in a lot of Marvel stuff,
like Spider-Man,
Wolverine, I think, Spider-Man probably.
Okay, cause like we know him from something. Maybe he did like a Mark Miller thing.
He's done some Mark Miller things.
Did he do like?
I think he did the Magic one.
The Magic Order.
Yeah, he did Captain America with Ta-Nehisi Coates. He did Secret Empire. So a lot of Wolverine, some X-Men.
Yeah, I think he'd be great on X-Men.
Yeah, he is really good on or he did some Avengers versus X-Men, which we've seen him on. Secret Empire is one that we read on this podcast that he was on. We read Secret Empire.
No.
Yeah, we did. Remember when the show came out?
Like
with the scrolls?
That's something else. Secret Invasion.
Oh, sorry, Secret Invasion.
He did Secret Invasion?
He did Secret Invasion and Secret Empire.
Secret Invasion was awesome.
Yeah, so that's a lot of his stuff too. Super Crooks with Mark Miller. That's what he did.
Ooh, I've read that. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
So a couple of those. Some Civil War
So
stuff.
Personally, I think I like the Lex Luthor story more. Or like
more than the Superman story?
Yeah.
Well,
and like how he's told, I guess.
I like this Lex origin a lot.
Right. And then just like his decisions and like he feels like a villain because like throughout this I'm like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, I know, but that's I like that aspect of it because I like the dynamic that Lex and Clark were like friends in Smallville.
Yeah.
And then
that was cool.
It kind of adds a dynamic when they're grown up or whatever. Mm-hmm. And now they're kind of adversarial towards each other. I don't believe that he wouldn't have figured that out, based off the looks.
Right.
But they have an explanation for it. I'm like, this is good enough, to be honest. But,
so, yeah, you have to kind of be like, all right.
Yeah.
And then last, like, kind of criticism, I guess, was like, it was a little hard to read the action and, like, kind of what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be, like, fight choreography or, like, Superman's throwing something or, like, how he saves somebody.
They move really fast. Dude, there was... I wrote it down, but there's some things that he does just for the aura of it, and I'm like, that is not the best way to do what you just did,
Yeah.
And so that's kind of that's funny. But yeah, let's get into it. So 12 issues. Issue 1, it begins on Krypton. Everything's exploding. They wrap Kal-El in a little Superman or the L crest blanket, and they shoot that guy off. Decades later, he's on Earth, and freelance journalist Clark Kent saves a political activist named Kobe from a shooting. Kobe later tells Clark that his Guri tribe wants equal representation as part of the Turaba, And then there's like another politically charged attack that happens, and Clark saves Kobe and his sister. And that's pretty much the full like first issue. But again, some of my favorite Krypton designs. We see a lot. One, I think Jor-El
He's a daddy.
He's a daddy, but he looks like fucking
Gambit?
It's a little bit of Gambit. Who's that? The 90s Image character? Prophet?
Oh, sure.
I think it's Prophet. Or like a Havoc a little bit too.
Sure.
Yeah, I just like that design.
Yeah.
I like when there's a you can still see the hair as part of like your head thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of this is like very futuristic and very fresh Krypton design, so I think that's cool.
I sent Sarah like a picture of Lucas sleeping. He's like, you bored him to death. Or you bored him to sleep.
Yeah, just get him a little podcast going. It's kind of funny.
What?
You just shoot your son into space and you're like, hopefully this works.
Yeah, because like
just in
they
every
mentioned
origin.
that they haven't discovered life on other planets.
Yeah.
So they don't know
And
like where to send them.
and
really.
last minute Jor-El clutches. He's like, there's this might work. Like he could physically live here, but they just discovered they don't know if the food is something that he could eat, or like you don't have a caretaker that they're shooting him off with. So it's just like it's really just 1,000,000,001 odds that this works out, and it just does.
Yeah.
But I just think it's funny. But I really like the intro of the ship kind of flying through space, and then it kind of merges into a bullet that's being shot at like the activist dude. I like that. Very cinematic.
Good transition.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is where we kind of see Clark Kent's sort of origins as a journalist. He's just there in Africa, just covering shit, and I think that's cool. He's in it for the love of the game.
You know how like Mark Waid will like use like lingo and like slang of like the time?
Yeah. Was there one in here? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, like Clark was talking to somebody and then somebody said something about Clark and he's like, true story. And I'm like, ooh, it's very 2012, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. True story. Yeah, that's
like,
true.
When I hear people say that sometimes, like now, I'm like, no. It's like, it's just not
Did you say
anymore.
true story?
Yeah. But
So issue 2, Clark's actual parents leave a tablet thing that tells the history of Krypton, but he doesn't really know the language, so he mainly just looks at the pictures of it. Clark talks to the Taraba representative to get his side of the story that he's covering. They say that Kobe's tribe needs to like stay in their place and they shouldn't have representation or whatever. The next day, Kobe speaks at the Taraba Capitol building, but at the same time, there's an attack on the Guri tribe. So Clark has to use his powers to save them at the village, but he can't be there when Kobe is assassinated during his speech. The tribe ends up getting representation after the story is published in the paper, and then Clark goes back to Smallville, and Clark reveals to his parents that he plans on revealing himself to the world as like a alien super person and needs an outfit.
yeah, I like how he like couldn't really just explain to them that he wanted to be a superhero because like there is no like superheroes prior to him.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm just gonna tell people who I am.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
Dude, they do like the square glass with like this exploding car.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Remember when like Frank Miller or like no JR would do that?
Yeah, you hated that.
Yeah, not a fan.
Just do some triangles, man.
It kind of works as like from a distance.
Right.
But
yeah, it does. It looks kind of more debris.
it's still just something I noticed.
Yeah, they do the Superman, the Action Comics #1 thing. You got to do that.
That's fun.
That'll probably be in the movie. It'll be in every new Superman thing for the rest of our lives, probably. Dude, I was thinking about this. This is probably the last Superman that's casted that's older than us. Ever.
So by the time like another Superman comes around, he'll be like 25 or
He'll
something.
be younger than us and we'll be older than Superman. Isn't that disgusting? Actually, I don't even know how old David Cornsweet is.
Why the hell did you think about that?
I don't know.
I feel like he just carries himself as someone that's older than me.
Yeah. He is 31. All right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so next Superman, dude, we're older than him.
By the skin of my teeth.
Exactly.
I really like one of my favorite things about this book is like the focus on kind of his background in like Smallville and just his childhood. It just It's not like there'll like be flashbacks here and there, and I don't know. I just thought it like worked really well.
Yeah. What I do enjoy about this situation though is then he didn't like save everybody, but he was able to resolve the problem that he was reporting on through like journalism.
Yeah.
And so when he publishes the story, he gets like that tribe, the equal representation that they were looking for. And it's cool seeing Superman in a situation that he can't just punch his way out of. That's always, good. It's sort of more humanitarian political issue.
And he's not like perfect at it.
No,
like,
he's
he didn't
not.
save everybody.
He did. He saved who he could, which is what he's always going to do. But he couldn't be at two places at the same time. That activist dude still ended up dying, but he was just still at least able to make his impact on that through journalism.
Yeah, it's not like he's like been Superman or been saving people really.
Yeah. At the beginning of this issue, though, he does wrestle a lion just for fun. Just get a little workout in. He has this new power where he can sense people's aura.
Huh?
And he can tell when people die because their aura leaves. And it only happens in this issue where we see it visually.
He's like Daredevil.
He's kind of like Daredevil. But yeah, like he notices Kobe's aura.
Do you
go
think
away
like
when
his
he dies.
like X-ray vision or whatever can like see the soul or whatever?
Maybe. I mean, he's supposed to be able to see wavelengths that are beyond like the wavelengths that we see in the color.
Yeah.
So you can see like radio transmissions and stuff like that, and
maybe you could see like
microwaves,
like neurons firing in your brain or something like that.
Because that brainwaves.
Yeah, brainwaves.
I don't know.
I don't know why the fuck he'd need that, but sure.
I think it's just he's alien and he has it. But
yeah,
Martha Kent is obsessed with UFOs, which I think makes a lot of sense because I assume that she's also curious about what else is out there after getting Clark.
Knows, yeah.
Yeah. Like
I would be too.
I'd be like, what the fuck is this? Like, are they gonna come back and get him, or like what? Or she'd probably just be interested in his heritage, just trying to learn about it.
It's just like.
So the fact that she's one of those like UFO people, I'm like, that makes a lot of sense, and I like that part of her character.
Every time you take a child from any species, they're like, "What the fuck?
Yeah,
let's get him back," kind of thing.
Exactly. But issue 3, Jonathan Kent is pissed about Clark wanting to change his like identity because he's like, I raised you to be a certain way or whatever, and now you're just saying that you're different from us. You don't care about how we raised you, whatever. And it ends up being a misunderstanding, and Clark actually wants to keep his raised name, but also embrace his alien, part of it in his powers. So Martha helps Clark with his secret identity as Clark Kent and gives him some glasses to mute his eyes. And then Clark heads to Metropolis. And that's pretty much this issue.
So John Kent does some dumb shit where like he's just beating on like the ship that brought Clark here.
Yeah.
And it's leaning up against like the support beam of his barn.
And he cracks
like,
that shit.
Yeah, and he just collapses the whole barn. And I'm like, well, that was just kind of dumb.
Yeah, it was dumb.
And it was already like a flimsy barn as it is.
Mm-hmm. And over like a petty conflict too. But I think that's good because it's cool seeing a conflict with Clark and his parents. You don't see that at all in any Superman media. I feel
what you're not used to is like John Kent being this like hiding his emotions as like a father, being like the tough, like stoic type kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about how he like wished like Clark flew him around because he flew everyone else around.
Yeah.
But he also like never said that he did. I thought at that moment it'd be kind of cool if like Clark actually just fly him around for a second.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
No. Bad son.
But like I feel like even this like generation, these are still like boomers,
Mm-hmm.
And so that's like because normally John Kent is portrayed as like this perfect dad.
Yeah, it's perfect like Southern ideals dad or whatever.
Right. But really he'd be like, oh, you gotta work. Can you help me out with this?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's cool not portraying him in a one-dimensional way and that they can resolve an issue by like talking it out and like kind of dealing with some of those hard emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's cool.
Yeah.
He gets his Clark suit. He doesn't even change his hair that much. Like in the beginning, it looks like he's doing this like middle part thing.
He's doing your hair?
He's doing my hair. Well, thank you. He's doing a little bit. He's kind of biting my shit a little bit.
Dude, right?
But then later it just kind of turns into regular Superman hair. But anyway.
I mean, when you're flying around, it's not like it's going to hold.
I was thinking about how I would resolve this.
The hair problem?
The hair problem. Because...
It's hairspray.
Just like written wise or like writing wise. Maybe develops some sort of, or he works with somebody that's smart to develop some sort of like pomade or something, so that if he heats it up with his heat vision and he slicks it back, it stays like that. But then if he cools his hands with his like cool breath or whatever, and he, rubs his hair, then it like goes all loose again.
It's like the opposite.
Or the opposite, whatever.
Well, it's the opposite now, like with pomade,
Yeah.
And it's mostly like water based. So I don't know how you solve that.
Just like develop some sort of thing where you can keep it in like a Superman, like perfect sort of Superman hair like that, and then when he needs to change it, he could just change it really quick on the fly.
Or Superman should just wear a ball cap.
That would be awesome. Like a bad ball cap.
Yeah. He wears it backwards.
You can see like a sideburn still. Or a snapback, that would be good too. Superman puts on a hat.
It's like blue with the red brim,
It's one of those hat that has like a logo of a hat on there. I like those.
Yeah.
Issue 4, Clark makes it to Metropolis and he enters the Daily Planet building for an interview with Perry White. We get a little intro of Lois and Jimmy Olsen. Perry wants Clark to prove himself, and at that moment there's a helicopter drone strike that happens at the office. Clark gets away to get suited up as Superman for the first time. Meanwhile, Lois and Jimmy get in a helicopter to go investigate, and then they immediately crash into one of the helicopter drone things, and Superman has to save them both. And then while stopping the rest of the drones, Superman's supervision spots Clark's old friend Lex Luthor seeming a bit suspicious. That's pretty much this issue, but this is a great like debut double page spread thing where he's like kind of saving Clark and Jimmy Olsen. You kind of see him at a stoic, he's saving Lois and Jimmy Olsen.
He saved himself.
He saves him in a way. He does.
Yeah, no, that is a cool one.
That I like the perspective on it. There's the sun kind of in the background. It's cool.
Yeah, so this is just like some
good suit
Metropolis to where like there's like security drones just kind of flying around everywhere.
Yeah. It was supposed to be like a military test, and then Lex Luthor like hacks it. But it's insane that Lois tries flying a helicopter and then immediately crashes it with Jimmy Olsen in there. Like you would have killed him with just because of your hubris. Said like, "Oh, I used to fly helicopters,"
Yeah. So there's some, I don't know, civilian that like gets shot or something, and she's with someone.
Okay.
They're both black. I think they're the only black people in this book. And then she's like, "My leg, LeBron, run!" I'm like, that's the only game you can think of.
Was LeBron even in the league when this came out?
Absolutely, he's been in the league for like 20 years.
This came out in like 2003 or something, didn't it?
I don't know. Has it?
I think it's before New 52 by a long shot, but
I don't know, dude. 2004, yeah.
Yeah, in 2003 to 2004. Okay, so then when LeBron start? 2003.
Oh my God.
Wade's been an OG LeBron head.
Well, LeBron was like famous in high school.
Yeah.
Like his videos would like circulate, I don't know if Wade's like a basketball player, and I don't even know if anyone knew the name LeBron before LeBron.
Probably not. I think Mark Wade just knows ball.
He probably knows ball.
He knows ball and everything DC, and then just like really niche basketball players.
Dude, I got that new history of the DC universe. And
cool.
I read like 2 pages and I was like, this is like a history book.
Is it like a lot?
Yeah, it's not
like documentation.
There's like 2 or 3 like caption boxes and then like a bunch of splash pages, And I don't know what I was expecting. There's no like narrative. It's like an explainer book.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, and it is like, it reads like a history book.
Wow.
I was like, oh fuck, this is like a lot. I was like trying to read something quick before bed and I'm like, this is not it.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah. There's like straight up like, there's like straight up like corporate abuse going on.
Oh,
like,
I know. Jimmy Olsen's getting shit on this whole time.
Yeah, someone's like throwing trash on him.
And he's like, go get my coffee. Fuck it. They're like, just like that. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Well, I it was supposed to be like this newspaper is like, this is the big leagues kind of deal.
Yeah.
So I think that's the portrayal he's trying to do.
And then like Lois like stands up for Jimmy, even though he's like new and she just like doesn't like the editor guy or whatever that's being a dick.
Yeah. Lois has like black lipstick.
Does she? Or...
Just the whole book, she has black. It seems like, or at least really dark lipstick.
Wow, goth Lois.
And I'm like, doing something to me a little bit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
It's how we were raised. All the like goth cartoon characters,
I know. Like the
and then not nearly enough
the
goth
Danny
people
Phantom one.
in real life. Yeah,
whatever her name is.
Trish.
I'd be surprised if you got that. I'm not even gonna look it up.
I gotta look it up.
Okay.
I can see if I'm right. Go ahead.
Issue 5, Superman finds out that Lex has hacked the drones that were performing an anti-terrorism simulation thing. Superman can like see the transmissions going to Lex Tower, so he visits Lex at the tower to confront him.
It was Sam.
Sam, okay.
Anyway.
Lex denies all the allegations. Lois breaks the story on Superman in the paper, and Perry White partners Clark and Lois together, which she is not happy about. And then we see Lex has some kryptonite. And that was pretty much everything there, but I don't know why the hell Lex Luthor works in this dark ass room. Like, it's already dark when Superman shows up, and Superman's kind of like hiding in the shadows, so he doesn't like see his face fully or whatever. But I'm like, dude, get some lights on.
You know, when you're looking at screens all day, and then also like when you look away from the screens, there's also like fluorescent lights or whatever. That's a lot. You know, the light.
But it's better for your eyes to look at a screen while there's other lights around.
Is it? When
it's dark. Yeah, it's actually harmful for your eyes to like if I were to game.
Transition too much.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what? The light above me in my office went out like months ago, and I have not told anybody because I don't like when it's on.
Well, that's just dimmer, but if it's like dark.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's valid.
Lex needs like, it's the middle of the day. Lex needs some windows at least.
Why do we watch movies like that then, Nathan?
Because it's more immersive. For like a long period of time, that's harmful for your eyes.
Oppenheimer's 3 hours.
That was a long movie. It could have been, honestly, it could have been cut down.
Yeah. And then you got to do Barbenheimer, so you go to another dark room.
Yeah, we did that all in one day. Did you know that? So, I guess, podcast story. We went to Barbenheimer, and we had our friend Emily coordinate which theater to go to, and she was like, these are the only theaters that you could dine in and eat at or have the recliners, and you know they play it one after the other, so we could just shotgun it. And so she made us drive like all the way out to like this random place in Phoenix.
Yeah.
And the what was it, AMC? The AMC's or Harkins?
The Biltmore, yeah, the AMC.
AMC was above like a parking garage, so you couldn't just like walk into it. You had to like take an elevator, go up or whatever. Parking was really confusing, and we were just kind of giving her shit for it. And we're like, you're never coordinating anything ever again. And it was really fun, just kind of like giving her shit for it. It wasn't that big of a deal ultimately.
Yeah, I thought it was Parker's fault.
No, that was Emily's fault.
And
I found out like a year ago when we were bringing that up again and about how fun it was, just making fun of her. Apparently, she like cried for a little bit in the bathroom because she felt bad. But she didn't realize that we were just completely joking. She knows now.
It was funny because they live in Queen Creek at the time.
I know.
You know,
they drove like an hour and a half to get to this theater, pretty much.
Not like an hour and a half.
No, it's like an hour at least.
It is a solid hour.
Yeah,
because we all passed all our houses going home. You know,
it was like, how is this the only one? You know,
because
and then like that theater sucked.
I know like two in between me and you.
Yeah, I know.
Just off the top of the dome, you know?
And I think she was like, oh, this is the only like
also like a big fucking
we
weekend for movies, so it was like a little tough.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so Superman confronts Lex. They're talking for a little bit. Then Lois and Jimmy somehow figure out that Superman is there, and they get there so fast. And I just wonder how they did that, because you just got saved from a helicopter crash. You know the traffic is crazy in Metropolis. How'd you get there so fast?
Got where? To LexCorp?
Yeah, to like the LexCorp tower when him and Superman are talking. Like Lois and Jimmy show up, and I'm like, how'd you get there? What was your mode of transportation? I just thought it was funny.
I didn't even think about it, honestly, because it's not like there's a fucking press conference or anything.
Yeah, it's not like that was announced that was going to be happening.
Yeah, I don't have any other notes on this issue.
Lex has a kryptonite shard. But apparently that kryptonite shard has the like L family crest on it, like the
yeah. Oh, okay.
Which I don't know why it has that, because I think it's just supposed to be like a mineral or something.
Yeah, isn't kryptonite like a result of a exploding Krypton or something? Like,
I thought so. Yeah, it's just like a natural resource.
Is it on Krypton or is it something else?
I think so. It'd be like steel. It'd be like if we called steel like earthum.
The thing that's super annoying with Superman stuff is like they're always talking about the Superman logo as if it's not an S. They're like, oh, it's a symbol.
Mhm.
It means hope or whatever. I'm like, it means S. It's like an S. You know, it's very clearly. I mean, I guess it's not.
Coincidentally, it's an S. I've never
Like,
been bothered by this.
They don't have English in Krypton
Yeah.
or whatever, so it's very luckily an S.
Yeah.
But it's not even like, maybe if it was kind of an S, I would have believed it.
So then,
but it's very much an S here.
well, what do you think about the Superman movie logo, like the one that's coming out? Because that one looks more like a logo or like a symbol than an S. Look it up right now. Because it still looks like an S. It still looks like the Superman, crest. But it looks more alien than just like the very blatant S character that we have in English.
That one's like a little bit better.
But
because it doesn't look that much like it, but
yeah.
Still, man,
That's never bothered me too much, the whole S meaning hope thing.
I guess it. Okay. You know what? This is probably the best example for that.
Right.
I kind of forgot that that Krypton has their own language, and so they wouldn't just have an S
but like
logo,
the graphic design team on Krypton doesn't have a whole lot to work with.
In fucking the Superman movie, when they're on Krypton.
Which one?
The old one.
Okay.
Christopher Reeves.
Yep.
They all have
different
like
logos?
People on Krypton have different logos. And I'm like, oh fuck, cool. I think that's the only example.
Do
they
look alien?
Yeah.
One of them's just like an 8.
I don't know what I'm looking at when I look at him.
There's one in this book where it looks like an 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like in the first couple pages. Yeah, look at this.
I don't love that, but they got the numbers too. They have an S and an 8.
They have an S and an 8,
in this fake.
Which, if you think about it, it's just a double S, just
Right.
mirrored down the middle. Anyway, issue 6.
This is infuriating.
Superman stops all sorts of crimes around Metropolis. He's getting a lot of good publicity. Clark and Lois go to interview Lex, who requested a statement, and so Perry White makes him go. Lex states that he's never been to Smallville, even though he and Clark were friends when they were growing up. So that's a little bit weird. And then Lex shows them that he's been studying Superman, and he clocks him as an alien with unknown motives. And he wants to like dissect him and see what they can learn or whatever. Because I guess Lex is an astrobiologist. That's what people know him as.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is.
I don't even know. But Clark is forced to break the news on the paper that Superman is an alien, and then people start to be scared of Superman.
Dude, Superman shoots a guy in this one.
Dude, I love that.
That was so fucking funny.
It's like the coldest thing I've ever seen Superman do is shoot a guy and then catch the bullet in front of his fucking face.
Yeah.
But it's kind of warranted because this is a guy that sold illegal firearms to some kids that would go shoot up a school. So it's kind of warranted. I like Lex Luthor's VR office that he has.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Very, Tony Stark or whatever.
Mm-hmm. It's wild that he has like a created image of some scientist dissecting Superman and his organs, and like, what the fuck is that? Who made that?
It's AI, Nathan.
I guess AI made, but I'm like, but that wasn't even. It probably was AI.
How you feel about Superman?
He's freaked out by the mic, I think.
So it's weird that like Lex just like knows kryptonite will work.
It'll work.
Yeah, work for like as like a weakness,
Oh yeah. Well, I think he just recognized the S crest thing, and he's like, oh, there's some sort of connection here. I don't think he knows that it works, but that small shard of kryptonite for some reason had the crest that matches Superman's specific crest.
What if it's like,
which is strange,
the hydrogen like symbol or whatever, and how it's like kind of like found in nature,
Oh, like the like, Bohr atom.
Yeah. And maybe it's just kind of a design that's on stuff.
This was a little bit more unique than
like,
two circles.
Like a honeycomb.
Yeah.
What if like there's
a
shard that looked like a honeycomb, but also like, Superman's crest
must be connected
honeycomb.
To, yeah. Must be connected to the wasp.
Superman must be sweet.
Issue 7. The Daily Planet goes to the bar and they ditch Clark Kent because they think he's kind of awkward and weird. Lois stands up for him, so that's nice. Superman tries saving a bridge explosion, but it looks like Superman actually causes the explosion. when there's a second explosion that happens, people are like, oh my god, Superman's turning on us. Superman starts to get kryptonite sick, and he falls off the bridge. And then in a flashback, we see Lex and Clark as friends. And basically, like, Lex's intelligence always kind of alienated him, which is what Clark could relate to with Lex Luthor. Present Lex Luthor experiments on kryptonite, which results in Lex activating a like transmission or something from kryptonite, but he like sends a transmission back in time or something. So he's seeing like basically Cable, but back in time on Krypton. That's what I think is happening.
Yeah, maybe like, you know how like if you look far enough, you see light at that time, you know, prior to like it getting to you.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't think that's what it is, but like he's doing some weird transmission
I could see
thing.
that being kind of similar, weird, but they gotta explain that. You know what I mean? I think kryptonite gets stretched way too far in this.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is,
it's like a power source.
It's a power source. It's a bomb at one point. It's like a
yeah.
It's like a Skype.
I mean, I guess it does have like a sort of like radiation that fucks with Superman.
Which maybe you can, you know, manipulate that a little bit, but it's used to do too many things, I think. I think it's funny that Superman turns green when he gets a little bit kryptonite sick, like he's a Looney Tunes character.
He has like food poisoning.
Yeah, that just
cows don't like Lex Luthor.
What?
There's a scene in the flashback in the
oh Lex. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're all like mooing at him.
Yeah.
They're fine before he got there.
Mm-hmm. Again, I think the fact that they were friends, I think it adds a lot to their dynamic.
Lex Luthor is totally a redhead, you know?
He's totally redhead. He gives a lot of redhead vibes.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's like too smart for everybody or whatever, I think adds to, it makes sense for his personality.
What's also, you know, a thing that Lex can do is trying to do, because he's so smart, is that he's making like a translator for the Krypton language.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you fucking start?
You could probably develop an algorithm that finds commonalities,
but
like,
not like
a direct translation, you know.
Yeah.
But I could see how you would know a little bit more about Krypton history than Clark would, you know.
I feel like it's his little weird radio thing is like the equivalent of the iPad that Clark has.
Yeah.
You know, just looking at the pictures, like,
yeah.
There's no way to really figure that out.
Yep, I agree.
That's always just something that like annoys me with some sci-fi stuff.
Issue 8, in flashback, Clark goes to Lex's mansion to hang out with Lex. Lex's dad beats him a little bit. So Lex hangs out in his laboratory that he built, which he's studying kryptonite with. Clark gets sick from it for the first time. Lex Luthor kicks Clark out of the lab, and then he accidentally activates the transmission thing, but it causes an explosion that burns all of Lex Luthor's hair off. That's how he loses his hair, I think. And then in the present, there's a headline of an alien attack with Superman's crest on the ship that's supposed to be attacking Metropolis. But I think Lex like tweeted out pretty much that there's a ship with Superman's crest coming, because it wasn't officially documented on like a newspaper or anything, so I don't really know what happened there. There's a moment where Lex builds what's essentially an extraterrestrial metal detector. He's trying to see like if there's alien shit nearby, and then he like puts it on Clark and it starts going crazy because it works. And then Lex is like, what the hell, this doesn't work, and he like destroys it and gets really mad.
I was like, oh no, he's got him.
Yeah, and I'm like, you think he would have pieced it together there, but he didn't put that together.
Dude, there's a fucking text panel.
Oh yeah, it's all dark and just text.
That's a no for me, dude.
What is this, a book?
Yeah, the fuck? Well, you want me to read it?
So this is where the explanation of Lex doesn't recognize Superman as Clark now because his arrogance doesn't let him believe that anything would ever come out of Smallville that's more significant than Lex himself.
Yeah.
And I think that's good enough.
Sure.
You do have to stretch a little bit, you know, because...
And it seems like he's obviously brain dumped
very...
Smallville, like his whole upbringing.
Yeah, he really wants to forget it because... like that's where he sees some of his biggest failures, with like his lab exploding and his hair burns off or whatever. So
yeah,
but I can see it with Lex, but it still doesn't make sense to me that like award-winning journalists Lois Lane doesn't figure it out, even though they're partners together and she's had direct interactions, with Superman. So
I just want
that's the only thing.
a story where Lois is like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
One origin where she's like, "Don't I work with you?" Like,
yeah, be like, "Dude, you didn't even try."
Because it seems
How about
like
a mask?
Yeah. Because what if in this book, Superman was like, "Lois, I'm Clark." She's like, "Oh yeah, I guess you are." Like, what does that big reveal look like? She just feels stupid, I guess. There's no big way to like reveal it now because they've interacted.
Right.
Anyway, issue 9, Superman is framed as an advanced scout to prepare an alien invasion on Earth. So Superman goes to talk to Lex to confront him on this news. Lex finds out that Superman doesn't know anything about his own birth planet, and he like laughs at him and then tells him the whole history of Krypton that he or as much as he knows, and then he tells him that it's all blown up and he's the last person. So he got a big kick out of telling him that. And then Lex says that he did all this to discredit Superman for humiliating him when they first met after the drone strike. The army busts in, Superman leaves, and the next day in Metropolis, there's a giant ant monster that just kind of shows up in the middle of Metropolis, and it has the Superman crest.
I thought it was more of a spider myself.
It looks like an ant with like horse teeth or something. It's pretty spider-ish. I'll give you that. I just saw red and thought
considering
ant.
it has 8 legs.
Yeah.
If not more.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was something I didn't fucking expect. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. I mean, this is where it starts to fall apart because there's a lot of Lex Luthor scheming here that would have involved a lot of work. But also the scale of it is so big that they try and make it more reasonable through a very unreasonable explanation. So, but I'll get into that. I like the idea of this scene of Superman finding out that his whole planet is destroyed through Lex Luthor, who just figures it out before him.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good. Just seeing like...
Yeah, because he's got no fucking anything. He's got like the files from his iPad, but like he doesn't know where it is, where it's from.
Yeah.
Or like anything else about it.
Yeah, he doesn't know if they're going to come
pick him out there.
Yeah, he doesn't know if they're going to come pick him up eventually. Like he's at a Earth daycare or something.
Right.
And then when Lex figures out that he actually doesn't know anything about his own heritage, he gets such a kick out of it. And I think that's kind of that's a well done scene.
Yeah, what a dickhead.
This ant spider thing looks pretty cool. Good design from Lionel. But issue 10, Superman fights the ant machine thing. And then there are Kryptonian soldiers that are also running around shooting people. And Lex activates his kryptonite amplifier, which transmits kryptonite over the radio waves, I think. And that weakens Superman.
So fucking stupid.
That's the worst thing about this book, I think. And so basically, there's kryptonite everywhere. It's all in the air.
Yeah.
And
kryptonite force field, you died.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it feels like, dude. Like, why wouldn't you do this from the get-go if you're trying to humiliate Superman?
Yeah.
So he retreats. Clark wants to admit defeat and go back to Smallville. He even writes like a resignation letter. But then there's a transmission from a Commander Vanguard of Krypton claiming the Earth. And Clark says, hell nah. And he locks in as Superman. So he flies back in.
Yeah, dude, he stops bitching.
Is Vanguard like a character?
I've never... It sounds like
it would be an existing character repurposed for the story, but I have no idea.
He was all like, oh, no, I need to go. I need to get far away because kryptonite.
He's like, oh, man, I got
And then he's like, fuck that. Yeah.
I love when Lionel does these, like, Superman thinks in the sky kind of pages. He's been real somber in the sky.
Yeah.
He, like, drops his glasses from there. I'm like, that's going to hit
somebody. One
of
the best things Superman can do.
He's moping in the sky. I love that shit.
There was a part that was funny where, like, Superman, he's, like, distraught and like bothered by like the kryptonite, and so when he's like cornered, he just turns back to Clark real quick. He changes, and then he like finds Lois, and Lois is like sees him out of breath. He's like, you need to get in better shape if you're gonna do this. And it's really fucking Superman.
Yeah. It's like she's like, Perry sent you out here, you gotta get in better shape, dude. Come on. I do like that. Yeah, kryptonite being transmitted over the radio waves I think is a bit of a stretch for me. I can see how it like can emit radiation or whatever, and you can maybe amplify that a little bit.
I just can't believe that Mark Waid like thought of that.
It was like,
figured
that's
it
good.
out. I'm like, good idea.
Yeah, I know.
You
That's it kind of bothers me a little bit because now it's just like, I don't know.
Isn't there like kryptonite like powering these like robot suits or whatever?
Apparently,
that seems like that'd be good enough.
yeah, a power source of kryptonite. Yeah, that would be good because if you're getting close to people trying to fight them, and there's kryptonite in there. That's enough.
Right.
You're
we don't need
to
that
kryptonite.
extra fucking 5G kryptonite.
Yeah, and then it does an even bigger thing, which is crazy. But fucking, I'll get to that in the next issue.
Yeah.
Also, a recurring thing this whole book, Clark is like emailing back and forth with his mom, which is like their main way of communication, which is kind of funny to me.
I'm like, I don't think Ma Kent knows how to encrypt an email.
Yeah, the emails are all encrypted, and like I know this is 2003 apparently.
Yeah,
and maybe texting wasn't as popular, but I think it's funny to just like have a like carry a full-on conversation back and forth through email with your mom.
They're gonna be so stoked when WhatsApp comes out.
It's gonna blow their fucking mind. Issue 11.
Yeah.
Kryptonian soldiers destroy the city. Superman flies in to save some people. Superman crashes next to Lois, who gives him like a little pep talk. And then Superman tells Lois where to find Lex's kryptonite. Superman goes to fight Vanguard, but he's too weak from the stuff. Jimmy gets a sick shot of Superman saving a kid from like a Krypton tank, and that photo goes like viral. People starting to turn around again on Superman. There's a group of people that help Jimmy start to help Superman in his fight with Vanguard, and then Lois finds the kryptonite in Lex's tower and pulls it off the machine. So where this really falls apart for me is that apparently there's only a small portion of kryptonite soldiers that are real, and they're like mercenaries that Lex hires to portray kryptonite soldiers or Kryptonian soldiers, and the rest is an illusion transmitted by the kryptonite radio waves to make it seem like it's a bigger invasion than it actually is.
They could just call it like holograms or something.
That's basically what it is. It's a hologram, but it's transmitted from kryptonite.
Kryptonite holograms.
And I'm like, what are we doing here? It doesn't need to be that. So I thought that was just strange.
And there was also like a bunch of false reports of like, you know, damage in other parts of like the world, I guess, and like making it seem like it's a world invasion kind of thing.
Because it was really like hologrammed on there.
Yeah, but it really was just Metropolis or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the Vanguard dude like rips off Superman's crest or his like logo. He says, "Your S is mine."
I like that.
Fuck no.
I liked it. I was like,
oh no.
Right. I was like, there we go.
I was like, I need to shut this shit. If I was buying this week to week, I would stop. Even with like, one more left. Like, nope.
Yeah. So this is where Superman does a little bit too much aura farming, pretty much. But there's a situation where a kid's kind of in the middle of the street, and there's a Kryptonian tank that's about to like shoot him. And so instead of just like scooping up the kid and taking him away, he takes the less optimal route of taking the S plate off of the tank and then going back to the kid and then uses it as a shield to protect the kid from the blast. And that's what like Jimmy Olsen gets a shot of. But I'm like, he just did this in the most least optimal way that he possibly just pick him up and take it somewhere else.
He knew Jimmy was there.
Yeah. He's like, yo, check this out.
The next issue, he's flying around. He's like, Jimmy. I'm like, you knew he was there.
Yeah, exactly. We see a lot of Superman nipples in this issue.
Yeah, hairy chest.
Big fan of that.
He draws them with like the biggest, broadest like torso.
Oh yeah,
and I think that's so important.
It is important.
A Superman.
But I've noticed there's a couple panels where I was looking at his nipples and like sometimes they're like they point out a little bit, and I think that's funny.
Yeah.
I was looking at every single one. For some reason, it was so jarring to me, these nipples, even though I've probably seen Superman's nipples before.
Yeah.
It's something, I don't know. But this one just looks off to me.
The old swimsuit editions.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so issue 12. So now that the kryptonite radio waves are off, Superman beats the shit out of Vanguard. Jimmy gives Superman the crest back, which Superman like heat vision welds back onto his suit like perfectly, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Lex grabs the kryptonite and activates bombs in the Kryptonian soldiers' chests for like plausible deniability, you know, so they doesn't get arrested for everything. Lois gets pushed out of a window. Superman has to save the public from exploding soldiers and barely save Lois before she hits the ground. Superman confronts Lex, then sees a kryptonite like past transmission of his parents sending baby Cal off Krypton. And Superman's able to like use this transmission to send a message back in time to his parents, letting them know that he like made it before they blow up, which is kind of nice. And
First of all, that baby could be anybody.
That baby could have been anybody.
Maybe everyone was sending out their babies when the planet was exploding.
I think they were the only ones.
You don't know that?
I think they're probably the only ones stupid enough to do that.
Maybe.
As smart as they are, and like the amount of
They're
resources
the only
they have,
scientists.
they're the only scientists that. If our world's exploding, do you think scientists are shooting babies off into space?
Maybe.
I don't think so. I think it's a pretty safe assumption that like, oh, that's probably my kid.
Shoot him to Mars. Hopefully he makes
Also,
it 3
I
years
just
or whatever.
realized they don't speak English,
Yeah.
so they get a transmission back, and they're like, "What was that? That was weird." But they seem pretty content with it.
Well,
I think they see the Superman crest. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, Kryptonite can be. Oh, Luthor's indicted, and they publish an article or whatever. That's the end. But Kryptonite can also be used as a remote detonated explosive as well,
Of course.
because all of the soldiers have some kryptonite in there that are about to explode. And I'm like, this thing's just the best element of all time. It's its own explosive. It sends transmissions back in time. It creates holograms.
Lois is like, you have suicide bombers? Be like, well, it's not suicide because they didn't sign up for it.
Yeah.
Or they didn't.
They didn't mean to.
Yeah. They didn't know about it.
Yeah.
And then 4 pages of wrap up, and
And that's it, pretty much. I do like the idea that he can tell his parents that he made it and everything's all good.
that's a good element.
That's a good part of this that I wasn't expecting, and I think it's nice.
Yeah.
But that was it. So let's get into Back Matter Matters.
Back matter matters.
We get a lot of covers. The covers for each issue. Would have been cool to see them actually break up each issue. But there's some good covers in here, I gotta say. Like there's
Like the cover A's.
yeah. Because there's this one of like Superman, but he's a skeleton. And I'm like, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to find. And then there is like designs, Superman stuff, and just kind of like character breakdowns or like opinion pieces from Mark Waid, kind of dissecting the character. I read through all of them. Pretty good. I think it's not necessarily worth the read. It's just him yapping about what Superman means and like kind of what he wanted, what approach he wanted to take with like Clark Kent or like Lex or the suit design, just kind of things like that.
This is pretty cool, whatever this is.
Yeah.
Is that like a concept photo kind of thing?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of concept art of what the first issue cover was going to be. And then there's some creator bios. But there's some good like Krypton designs in here. They were trying to figure out what like the colors were going to be and everything. But that is the book. So what would you rate this book, Daniel?
You know, they had Dairy Queen has like a Superman promo.
Oh, yeah,
Blizzard. It's blue. It's not like cotton candy or not the bubble gum, but it's like a blue like cake batter cookie dough flavor thing. And it's got like it's like got like
good.
sprinkles in it and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, that's good enough. There's never like there is like Superman ice cream, but this was different.
Where's the normal Superman ice cream? Isn't that Ben and Jerry's or something?
Robbins? Maybe?
That could be it too. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
I never go there, so
They
I'm
got
not sure.
like 31 whole ass flavors, so there's probably Superman in there. Yeah, I think I have to go Superman ice cream too. I'll give it a love it. I like this enough, but then at the end it seems like all the ice cream melts just kind of into like slush a little bit, and then I just don't want that as much. But at the beginning, very nice. But I mean, overall, I think this is a good origin. I like how there's twists on some of the more typical one-dimensional characters.
Yeah.
Focus on his like journalism career rather than him just like showing up to Daily Planet and getting a job.
Yeah.
But it does fall apart at the end.
It was
for
like
me.
a stretched out origin.
Action's good. Lionel Francis used the goat, obviously. But yeah.
You said a slushy?
No, like I think Superman ice cream as well, but I don't eat it fast enough, and then all the colors melt together.
It's just like this weird green or
It's just-
something.
yeah, it's like a dark green.
Yeah, like
And it's-
kryptonite.
Oh!
Whoa.
That's. I have to get it and see if it melts
It's
into green.
super- It's just like brown and
It's probably
gross.
just brown, yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, so let's get into our next segment, which is the poll list. :
shove in your box. The pull list, what did you shove in your box?
What's in your What's in your box that's been shoved in there?
And then Absolute Green Lantern number 4
Of
comes
course,
out.
got to get that.
Captain America number 1 by Chip Zdarsky.
Yeah, the Canadian.
The Canadian.
They're letting Canadians write this shit now?
Wow, this is letting anybody.
Nah, they're letting everybody write the. No, it seems good. With Valerio Shitty,
Yep.
whatever his name is. Sheedy?
Skeety?
Sakiti?
Sheety? I don't know.
Sheedy?
We haven't been reading like Resurrection Man, but number 4 comes out.
I do need it. I do want to.
That's what I was looking for. Dude. I couldn't.
I'll probably just buy it digitally.
Yeah. Godzilla versus Thor number 1.
No thanks.
Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong number 2. Or 2 number 2.
2 number 2. Gotta be a big one.
And then Black Hammer Spiral City number 7, which is the last one of that.
Oh, and that's the end of Black Hammer for forever?
For now. No, because like that Madam Dragonfly one.
Oh, that's right.
With Dean Ormston coming back.
Good.
Did you read Godzilla Kong Justice League?
2?
1?
Number 1? Yeah, I did.
Is that part
Justice
of
League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2 number 1 by Brian Buccellato, who also has a really long name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read it. Did you read it?
Yeah.
Okay. Seems fine.
Yeah.
It's just more of it.
Are you gonna read number 2?
No, I don't think so. It didn't have the sauce that I wanted. The first one does. The first one I put on such
What
a high
sauce?
pedestal. I don't know. I feel like I should have liked this because they turned King Shark into a big fucking monster and he fights Godzilla and that's kind of cool and he had a cool design. But that was like it. But it seems like they're focusing a little bit too much on the League of Supervillains or whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
And they shoot Amanda Waller at the end of this one. Spoilers, I guess. But I'm just like, I don't care about that. Also, like, the Flash is getting married to somebody and he hasn't told him his secret identity. Or he hasn't told him that he's the Flash. And I'm like, that's a weird dynamic.
Yeah.
So I wonder what that's about. And
you should probably like say that
before you marry somebody.
Yeah, commit to them forever.
Yeah, I know. Because if I find out Sophie's the Flash, I'm like, where the fuck was this? You know, do I even know you for real?
Yeah, and I've been doing the dishes.
Yeah,
like...
exactly. That's what would piss me off the most, honestly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the first one's great. I probably won't read this one.
Okay. I thought you were like locked in regardless. What else did you read?
I read Absolute Batman 7 and 8, which is the Mr. Freeze story.
Yeah.
Do you know his name is spelled like fries? It's pronounced freeze, but it's like Fries. So I would be reading it.
It's not normally like that, is it?
I think it is.
Huh.
But the art on this one is done by Marcos Martin.
Oh, nice.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's so good. His absolute Bruce Wayne looks a little funky because he's so big and I don't think he's used to like drawing like that, but he looks like a common side effects character almost. Like the show.
Okay.
If you just like see his face, he kind of looks like the main dude of that, Marshall, a little bit. But
okay.
Mr. Freeze looks fucked up and it was kind of cool.
Nice.
And just some of the stuff, you know, the Marcos Martin horror of it is really good. So I enjoy it. I'm going to read the first Bane issue, see if I like that, and I'll decide if I keep going.
Is that number 9?
That's number 9, I believe.
Did that come out?
I think that came out already, but I don't know. I might have to buy it online, which is fine.
It might have it at the shop. I can check.
Okay. I read Absolute Green Lantern number 3, and that one's good. I read it, and they're doing a thing that I hate in it, where the backgrounds are just blurry, and it doesn't seem like they do a lot in the backgrounds. And I think that's just the art style of this dude that's doing it, or this person. But man, it really ticks me off. Like characters are talking and they're in focus, but then their backgrounds are just so blurry that you can't even tell like what is in the background. It just seems lazy. I don't know if it is lazy, but
like a cinematic kind of thing they're trying to pull off.
I don't even know if it's cinematic. I just think that this artist doesn't really do backgrounds that much.
What if he did a background but then just blurred it out?
Then it's like I can't even tell what's back there. So it's crazy. I like the story itself. It's definitely a slower start than like all of the other ones. Like pretty slow, I would say.
I can't remember what I was reading, but like the background was just like a solid color.
That's fine. You can do that.
Yeah.
But don't like make me think that you made a background just to blur it out because it's probably just nothing. And I don't something about it ticks me off.
Yeah.
But I like the story. I think they're incorporating the like Green Lantern powers don't work on yellow, and they're like figuring that out.
Yeah.
During this whole like thing, and I think that's kind of interesting. So I'm gonna keep reading it, but man, I just hated that. I also read Godzilla versus Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
That one's pretty fun. Nick Bradshaw art. They made it like very retro comics where there's like a ton of editor's notes and stuff like that. Godzilla gets the symbiote for a little bit, which is cool. I had overall a pretty fun time.
Yeah.
And then I read The Moon is Following Us, number 3 through number 10.
Whoa.
So I read all of it.
All done?
Yeah, all done.
How'd that go?
It's good.
Yeah.
I would say some of the pacing sometimes is a little bit funky, but like Riley Rossmo is so good in this book, dude.
Yeah.
Like so many like crazy designs. The way that the world works is kind of interesting too. Sometimes there's a little bit too many rules where I'm like, what are we doing here?
Right.
But ultimately, it's still Daniel Warren Johnson writing this crazy idea, and then out of nowhere hits you with like a left hook that like emotionally hits you pretty hard. And I'm like, wow, what a really interesting like twist to this idea to make it like emotional. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times when you like first start a Daniel Warren Johnson book, it's like this is just him having fun, you know?
Yeah.
And then it seems like there's a hook later on where it's like, wow, this is very emotional and like personal to him. And dude, the last issue, I was tearing up a bit.
Wow.
Which I don't think has happened with a Daniel Warren Johnson
You
book,
big
but
baby.
something about it. And I think it was just because I was locked in reading it, so I was really locked into the story.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, he's gonna get me. I almost shed a damn tear. So I really liked it.
I wonder what he's gonna do next.
I don't know.
It's been
But
like
I also really
announced it.
like that he was doing art and Riley Rossmo was doing art, and I think that dynamic works a lot.
Yeah, but
I
not
thought
quite as much.
I thought it would get older, it wouldn't work as much, but it was really cool. There's also a lot of characters, but a lot of them end up dying, which is cool.
Death is cool.
The frog dies, so I'm cool with that. What'd you read?
Ooh, lots of stuff. I read that crypto book,
Oh yeah,
number 1.
yeah, I'm borrowing that.
Yeah,
from
I
you.
got that from you.
How was it?
Good. I liked it a lot. I'm
okay, cool.
And keep getting it.
Who's on that? Is it Jay Lee?
Ryan North and somebody else. But an aspect of it that I liked is like there's things,
Mike Norton.
there's like dialogue that's just kind of happening in the book that's like it's like green letters or something, and then there's words that are spoken to crypto, and those are in black lettering. So those are like the things that crypto hears that are like towards him. So I think
That
in
he
a way,
understands?
maybe
Or it's just directed at him.
directed at him.
Okay.
So I think you really could read it from his point of view and read the whole thing just reading the black letters,
Oh, interesting.
and then just kind of skip like the extra dialogue if you wanted.
So if I'm in a pinch and I want to read a comic
I
book.
read it all, and it's really not that, it's not a dense book by any means, because
Right.
it is mostly his story, you know?
Mhm.
And so I thought that was just like a fun element, you know? I read Planet Death, number 0.
Yep.
Which is a new bad idea book. It's written by like a dude who writes like John Wick
Mhm.
and like the Nobody movie with,
Dude, the second one's coming out.
yeah, Nobody 2. That'd
Yeah.
be cool. So that was pretty cool. It was like short. It was like a $2 book.
Mm-hmm.
It seems pretty promising. It gives me like Warhammer vibes.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like really, it's like high fantasy sci-fi almost.
yeah, it's like a fantasy war book or sci-fi war book,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I'm like down for.
Pretty Warhammer feeling.
Seems like the scale is really big, so I really like that aspect.
I read a couple of pages of the free comic book day issue and I was kind of blown away by it.
Yeah, the art's really cool, and it's on like newsprint paper, and I just kind of like that for some reason.
Mhm. Got a good feel.
Yeah, good feel. I read Predator versus Spider-Man number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Not the strongest issue, but there's one more, so I just finished that.
Oh, it's 4 in total.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Read Battle Beast number 2, which is, you know, good fun. I read Mr. Terrific Year 1, number 1.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm not gonna keep getting it. It seems like it's like the current year 1 of, you know, whatever All In is or whatever, not like the year 1 for Mr. Terrific.
Mm.
You know, it's kind of like
So he's been
his
Mr.
world's
Terrific
like
for a
kind
little
of
bit, or
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
like something happens and like his wife dies or something, and so this is like
okay.
the year after that.
Got
or
it.
whatever, him getting back on his feet. And so I'm just like, whatever. Read Punisher Max #7.
Oh yeah, you've been
Yeah,
trucking through that.
not really, but I just read that at like jury duty. Hold on, there's a new artist on this arc, and I think it's really fucking cool. It's like kind of more of a simplistic artist when the last artist was like really detailed.
Mm-hmm.
So the last guy was Luis La Rosa,
Okay.
and the guy who's on #7 is Leandro Fernandez.
Oh, I think I've seen his stuff.
Yeah. It's kind of like a Leo Romero or like a.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of, I don't know. It just really works for the Punisher, and so I like it.
That's cool.
For that. I read 28 Days Later 1 through 4.
Nice.
That hardcover that I have.
What is that?
So it's like a direct sequel from 28 Days Later.
Okay.
So it's got like a character from that.
So like day 29.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's a good like zombie book. I don't think there's necessarily anything that new in this, and with just like the 4 issues, like not a ton happens, but it's like done well. I'm not gonna like keep going with it because it's just like too expensive to find these out of print hardcovers. There's
Sure.
like 5 more.
Oh wow.
They're all like 4 issues, which is weird. But I just wanted to give it a shot.
Is it connected to the movie or is it just like
Movie.
adjacent?
28 Days Later.
Like you would have had to have seen the movie.
Yeah, it's like a character.
Okay, got it.
Then I read The Boys, number 23 through 31.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I finished the omnibus that I had.
Okay, nice.
I think last episode you said I wasn't going to finish it ever, and I did.
Okay.
Out of spite.
Well, I don't think you're going to finish that Preacher omnibus. The 2 of them that you have.
I'm working on it.
What do you think about 31 issues in?
Good. These are some good issues.
Good?
Well, like I like it enough to read it.
All right.
It's like it's got this great like rhythm to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like each issue is 22 pages like exactly, and it never really drags, so you can read like an issue on like break or whatever.
Cool.
And then you kind of chuck through it. The only thing is that it's not Derek Robertson 100% of the time.
Really? Wait, who else is on there?
There's John Higgins, who is good. He kind of does like a Derek Robertson impression, so I kind of appreciate that.
Okay.
I also read Herogasm, number 1 through 6, which is that island that you were talking about. Yeah. And that's done by John McCree.
Yep.
I like John McCree on like Hitman, but like his style is like a little goofy for like The Boys, and it kind of feels like fanfic almost, and
that's fair.
And so it kind of like fucks with like the momentum and like the vibe, I guess, for me. But it just makes me appreciate Derek Robertson even more.
Yeah.
This next, but like Derek Robertson's like off it after like 43, and then comes back for like the last issue.
Really?
Which is like 72 or something.
Oh wow.
So the current arc that I'm on will have like Carlos Esquera, who is like one of the co-creators of Judge Dredd, and John McCree, Keith Burns, and like some other guy. There's like another artist Russell Braun. He's kind of like the main artist for like the rest of it. I'm not sure what his artwork is like.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, so I think it's just this is one of the things that he's like kind of known for.
Nice. So
hopefully I can, finish it and it'll still kind of feel like The Boys,
Yeah.
But I actually found out there is a Butcher origin series, like miniseries, and that's all done by Derek Robertson.
Oh, cool.
So maybe when The Boys comes back, we can do that.
Yeah, I'd be down.
So yeah, I read that. Did you watch anything?
I watched 4 movies.
4 movies.
4 whole movies.
Hell yeah, let's hear it.
Actually, sorry, 3 movies and then 1 new show I started.
Okay. What's the show?
I started watching Squid Game season 3.
Oh yeah.
That dropped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I think we knew it was coming out, but it just kind of snuck up on us.
Yeah. So I watched first 2 episodes of that. They killed all the good characters are dead, if we're just being honest.
Yeah.
And so I lost a lot of interest. And so I was watching the second episode, and I was like, there's a character in there I really, really hate. And I was like, if she doesn't die in this game, I'm not going to finish this series.
The witch lady?
Colt witch lady.
Yeah.
I fucking hated her. She was just cringy and just bad.
Did she die in episode 2?
Yeah.
Is it the one where they have like the CGI baby?
There is a CGI baby. Dude, so weird.
It's pretty good for a CGI baby.
It's like pretty solid for a CGI baby, and I was like, whoa.
But right away, I'm like, that's a CGI baby.
Yeah, I'm like, that baby doesn't move like that.
Sarah doesn't have like an eye for that. She's like, oh my God, it is. Yeah, because there's like a CGI baby in Twilight that's like horrendous.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's like what she's used to.
That's I did see that. Sophie was rewatching the Twilight movies just randomly while she's doing something else. And yeah, I saw the CGI baby there too. Sophie was able to point out that it was a CGI baby. So
yeah,
she got an eye.
Dude, that show had like a shit recap for like the new season, because there was shit that was happening. I'm like, who the fuck is that? You know?
Yeah, I guess that's true. There are just like a lot of characters, but
yeah.
But the person that died helping the old lady and then the pregnant person.
Yeah.
In the second issue, I was like, she was the best character.
Yeah, she was cool.
So I was like, fuck, she died. I'll probably finish it, but
yeah,
whatever. I'm not as happy about it. And then I watched 3 movies.
Let's hear it.
2 of them I don't know if you've seen. I watched Train to Busan. Have you seen that?
Good movie, yeah.
Yeah, good movie. I watched that. Never seen it before.
Nice.
Sophie loves it. And so she's like, let's watch that.
Oh, she's seen it already?
Yeah, she had seen it already.
Yeah, I didn't really like meet up to my expectations because people were really like hyping it.
Oh, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it is good. But like, as far as like the modern like zombie movies go.
Yeah, it's a action movie, not really like a scary movie or like a horror movie.
Yeah.
I would say, but I appreciate that aspect of it. And I think they were pretty creative just kind of with the format of it, I guess.
Yeah,
being on a train and they're trying to get to somewhere, and the zombies have interesting like mechanics, I guess, where like if they're in the dark, they don't really know what to do, kind of deal.
Right.
So I like that aspect of it. And then it kind of ended in like a very sad way, somber way, I guess.
The dad probably could have like survived without
like,
falling off.
Yeah.
You know? But whatever.
Well, he turned.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he turned into a zombie at the end because
I remember being like, he could have avoided that, but
I think he could have avoided it because he fought a lot of zombies, and then just one of them got him right at the end. Like clipped him a little bit. But I thought it was good. I thought I see why people like it a lot. Apparently, there's a second one.
Probably not as good.
Train to Tucson, probably. Where they go to Arizona. So yeah, I like that. I also watched Ballerina in theaters, the John Wick movie, in the world of John Wick.
Yeah.
I also thought that was pretty good. Honestly, I didn't really know what to expect, but it's definitely a worthy John Wick spinoff, I would say. Ana de Armas does really good. And I think I'll just keep watching these movies as long as there's a fight scene in a club. Because that is my favorite shit, dude.
Yeah.
Just loud music and then like crazy action. And like in this club, it was like one of those like ice bars, but it was a huge club. Yeah. And I was like, this is just super fun to watch.
People are still partying while this fight's going on.
And then like, I think what I also love about these movies is that they're really funny, but they're not like telling jokes.
Yeah.
Like they're just randomly in a fight scene, something will happen and they'll just start like throwing things at each other. And I just think that's hilarious. Yeah. Anytime someone gets something thrown at their head and they get like physically knocked back, I just think it's hilarious.
Physical comedy. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is definitely worth watching. It's probably better than John Wick 3, but maybe not any of the other ones.
Okay.
At least that's my rating, I guess.
Mm.
There's a weird twist, and then they just like kill off the twist like 5 minutes after. And I'm
is it John Wick?
No.
Oh.
John Wick is in this, and he's good in this.
When is it like set?
It's set like right in the middle of John Wick 1, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because you see him like walking down some steps with somebody, and she's like, "You're coming back over a puppy," and he's like, "It's not just a puppy."
Mm.
John Wick's acting is just so corny. I love it.
I think that's just
how he acts now. I think I don't know, but
I think he's always kind of acted like that.
I
like
love it.
You get
I saw
glimpses of it in like Constantine and stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's true. It just seems different for John Wick. Like I think he hams it up a little bit. I just saw a compilation of every time John Wick says "yeah." Yeah. And he just like he really leads to it.
I see people like rank top 5 yeahs.
I love that. I think it's funny. There's a flamethrower scene in this.
Nice.
Awesome. I don't think that's how a flamethrower works in it. I don't. When you watch it, you'll know. But yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Okay.
And then I watched 28 Years Later without you.
Wow.
Even though you invited
me. Yeah.
And I watched it because Sophie's sister was hanging out with us, and she's like, "We should go see 28 Years Later." And I was like, "Sophie will never see that. Too scary." And then she convinced her to go see it, and so I'm like, "Well, I'm going." And so that's why I would have seen it with you.
So Sarah is like, kind of like upset when I went to go see it. She's like, "I kind of wanted to see it." I'm like, there's like 3 rules with things that Sarah will never see. Things that are like older than like the 90s.
Okay.
Things in black and white.
Uh-huh.
And zombie movies.
Oh.
I've tried to get her to watch zombie movies countless times. She like refuses to watch like Shaun of the Dead and stuff like that.
What? That's a good one.
That's what I'm saying. But she just like heard it was good on like TikTok and heard that the dude hangs dong.
Oh,
and now she's like,
now
she's interested. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But then Last of Us doesn't count for some reason.
They're not zombies.
Conceptually, they're pretty much zombies.
They're pretty much zombies, yeah.
But
yeah. So you saw it too, right?
Yeah.
Cool. What do you think?
Zombies are back, baby.
They're so back, baby. Zombies hanging dong, they're back.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, why do they have pants? Why would they?
I can see why a zombie would have pants. He'd probably just shit in them. What do you think of it overall?
Good. I liked it a lot. Give it 4 stars out of 5. It's, the same kind of style as like 28 Days Later, which is like important for these. A lot of cool like filming and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then I just love seeing where they are at this point, since it's just a huge jump
right
from the other movies. And so
I liked it a lot too.
I think I was hoping it for it to be like better. I don't know what I would like expect it to be better, but that like trailer is like one of the best trailers I've seen.
It's crazy
in a while.
Yeah, that poem that's read in it is very off-putting.
The Boots poem.
Boots. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that it's in the movie too, which is cool. I've never seen any of these movies, so this is just the first one I'm going into. I didn't really know what to expect. I thought it would be scarier, but I wasn't disappointed that it wasn't.
Yeah.
I like what they did with it. And you can tell they're trying a lot of bold, filmmaking techniques, editing techniques, things like that.
Yeah.
That I thought was really interesting. I think some of the character dynamics were really cool, and just kind of the themes of it, like, child soldier stuff that's going on in there, like, this kid trying to mold himself to be what his father kind of wants him to be, but he's kind of more of a nurturing kind of kid kind of deal. And then doing all that stuff, I think was really interesting. And, Aaron Taylor Johnson's really good in this. He punches that wall really well, twice, really fast.
Yeah,
Do you remember
that? Is that first take, or do they replace the drywall?
I was like, that was such a crisp double punch of the drywall.
I'm like, there could have been a stud there. It could have really hurt his hand.
Something about it made me laugh.
Any lower,
like really hard. Oh, I know, it hurts so bad.
Knuckle.
But he nails it. He nails the drywall punch.
Have you seen like the rig that they have?
Yeah, it's awesome. The like mini Matrix rig.
Yeah, with
it's
like
so
the
cool.
20 iPhones or whatever.
Yeah. Apparently the whole movie's shot on iPhones, but then you see like what the camera looks like, and it's an iPhone, but then there's like fucking wild lenses and stuff on there. And
yeah.
It's like, but I do like the like anytime there's a zombie hit in the head. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I was like, I want to see more of this.
Yeah, that was neat.
Ray Fiennes in this is awesome.
Incredible.
I'm like,
best part probably.
What a cool character. Yeah, best part easily, just because he's so funky, but also like wholesome in a way.
So orange.
I thought it was blood at first, and then I was like, oh, it's iodine, I guess.
When he pours out the iodine, I'm like, is there iodine in blood? I just didn't know,
Yeah, I don't know. He's just a doctor, does things, and
yeah,
really nice messages about death, and like how to deal with it, and just things like that. I think is really interesting, and it was very sad when he makes it. He brings his mom to a doctor, and he's like,
spoilers.
Shit's fucked up. Yeah, spoilers, I guess. Shit's fucked up, man. I can't do anything about this. And the very, I don't know, just the message of like death can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I like that message.
There's good deaths and bad deaths.
Yeah, totally. And I like, we made these like crazy art installations where he like fucking burns everybody and then, wipes off the flesh, and he's got these bones, and he makes these crazy art installations with bones.
Yeah.
You think that would be a scary thing, but it's kind of like a nice thing that he's doing. I thought that was just interesting. So a lot of interesting things in this, especially the end. like the very, very like last scene. I'm like, this is wild. I understand what they were doing with it, but it's just crazy that they were making a lot of these kind of jarring decisions.
Do you recognize the dude at the end?
I assume it was just that kid in the beginning of the movie, right?
Yeah, but like the actor.
Oh, I don't know.
So that's a actor's name is Jack O'Connell,
Okay.
and he was like the main vampire in Sinners.
He was the Irish dude?
Yeah,
He's getting jiggy with it? That dude?
he's getting jiggy with it.
In Sinners? Where he's like dancing around and singing and stuff?
Yeah, same guy.
With the red eyes?
Didn't they all have red eyes?
I guess so. The main guy. Wow.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Did he gain like 20 pounds?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck. I didn't notice that.
There's a funny part where they find the doctor and like Spike's like, I'm Spike, this is my mom, and this is a baby.
Yeah, I did like that.
That was funny.
That was good.
Yeah, just a lot of cool ideas with this. There's like, they introduce like sovereignty amongst like the zombies. Like there's like alpha zombies,
Yeah.
which is cool.
That was a new thing?
They did it in like, it's new for this franchise, like the 28 franchise.
Yeah. Those guys are scary.
Very scary.
Dude,
the
when
way
they're running. I know. And I'm like, fuck,
I was like,
man.
go.
It's like that scene in Prey where they're like running through the field and it's like clearly they're going to get caught if they don't get to where they're going soon. But that was like a very tense scene. I like the idea that like you can only get to this place, you know, during low tide or whatever, and they made this little bridge. I think it's a cool survival thing. But yeah, that guy was scary. And no wonder the alphas run so fucking fast, dude. They have a third leg. You see that shit?
Yeah,
they are packing.
I could not. I don't even want to know what his face looks like.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, in the end, there's like these Scottish like Power Rangers practically.
Yeah,
they have these like cool weapons and stuff, and they all have like different colored tracksuits.
Yeah,
maybe Spike will get a cool tracksuit or
that'd
whatever.
Be cool. I didn't know there was gonna be a sequel, so I was like, okay, this is strange.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a trilogy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The girl who directed The Marvels is going to direct the next one.
Cool.
It's called like The Bone Temple or something. So it's not going to be like 28 years later, blah, blah, blah. Or it might be, but.
Okay. So in my head, in the very beginning of the movie, when Spike is going to be taken on to his first like expedition thing, he debates bringing his little Power Ranger toy. And I'm like, that's cool. They have Power Rangers. And then at the end, this is very clearly like a cheesy like Power Rangers thing. And I'm like, maybe in Spike's mind, like these guys are cool like Power Rangers.
Yeah, but they might be like the worst people.
But they might be the worst people. But I wonder if like a sequel happens and they're still flipping around doing Power Ranger stuff. I feel like they have to.
Probably.
Now, I guess, because they've kind of established this. But I thought that was just like a one-off thing in my head where he's like, oh, I found this group of people that are cool and they do cool action stuff like Power Rangers. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
So the world's moved on and the UK is still.
So this is the only place that has zombies? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's like a soldier from a different country.
Yeah.
He's got like an iPhone.
Yeah.
And Spike like grew up in this world. So that's gotta be like fucking mind blowing.
Yeah. He's like, what the hell is that thing?
An iPhone, you know?
Yeah. I like when he tries to explain just things and he's like, I probably don't know what online is.
Yeah.
Like all of that is fun.
Or like ordering something, you know? Yeah. You would think that like the outside world would like help a little.
Yeah. Or
like some care packages or something.
Get a helicopter, pick somebody up.
Or like,
maybe care packages.
Or like,
if you don't want to risk
volunteer doctors or something.
Yeah.
You know, especially in like
the scientific community alone would be very interested in what's going on in there. I feel like so there'd be some sort of communication with people.
Maybe they've already fucked with it and like failed too many times.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty good. I liked it.
I liked it too. Sophie hated it. Her sister hated it, which I think is fine.
Serena liked it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she thought it was cool.
I was curious about what Serena was going to think about it.
Yeah. She knows ball.
Yeah. I just think they took big swings, and I like seeing that, especially when there's so many zombie movies, you know?
Yeah. I watched Labyrinth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Pretty cool. Watched it high.
Oh, my God.
Pretty fun. I was like, kids shouldn't watch this, man.
Dude, no, it's freaky sometimes.
Like that. There's like a little piece of moss on the wall that had like eyes and stuff. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then like there's a bit where like she like can't find the next level of walls because it's a big maze. And she just like walks in it. I'm like, What the fuck?
I was sober and I was amazed by that, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. Because they
was
line
like-
it up perfectly. Like, I know it's optical illusion or whatever, and there's actually just 2 rooms there, but when she walked into it, I'm like,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ,
that was
my
really
eyes,
cool.
they deceived me.
It is a kids movie, so it's a pretty simple plot. You know, it's just get to the thing.
Yeah. It's like the most simple plot you could have. Like, I think they made the puppets first and they're like, just make something.
Yeah,
With
probably. The helping hands, like that tunnel that she falls through, and like all
Awful.
the hands are trying to grab her, and it's like the faces made with hands.
Nightmare.
I was like, this is so cool.
It is cool. It's very
that
cool.
was very
creative.
creepy though, yeah.
Nightmare though.
Because like there
wild.
was different faces. I'm like, this is incredible.
Yeah, I know. So very puppet first focused movie, which I think was just kind of interesting.
Yeah.
David Bowie has a fushigi. Did you like that?
Oh, what?
He has like a fushigi. Remember the like crystal orb thing that was sold on commercials?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
I watched a movie called Heat, which is like a 90s like heist movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of the best ones or whatever. It's like kind of the heist movie that all other heist movies just kind of steal from. It's got Robert De Niro and Al Pacino in it,
Oh, okay.
and Val Kilmer,
Ooh,
and pretty good. It's really long, but it's good.
okay, nice.
And then I finished my Aliens and Predator watch with AVP
Oh, nice.
and AVPR.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember watching Alien vs Predator as like a kid?
Yeah. And I watched it like 3 years ago.
I will not accept any slander towards this movie because
It's fun, right?
it's kind of it's super fucking fun.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's just bizarre. I mean, I don't remember a lot of it right now, even though I saw it a couple years ago. I was drunk while I was watching it.
There
though.
was like a slow mo like face hugger popping out of an egg. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. A couple of decisions are kind of weird to where like, you know, there's like a chest burst scene, but it just happened really quickly. I'm like, you got to kind of build up to that.
Yeah.
You know, there's an alien that gets like its tail cut off, but is like throwing the blood at the predator. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, that's smart.
Yeah, that was cool.
There, something that specifically I remember from that movie was one of the predator nets, like catching an alien and it tightens.
Yeah.
Then it makes like that grid on it because it bleeds, you
Yeah.
know, and then it just
I do
becomes like a
remember that.
scar.
Super cool.
I'm getting a toy of that. I found one.
Oh,
and
whoa.
I'm gonna buy it. It's so fucking sick. It's just such a cool design, you know.
Yeah.
The net wounds or whatever.
Yeah, they like made that work, like 2 existing things that were a thing in these universes, and they like put them together and made it work in such a
Yeah.
cool way.
The Wayland dude, like the owner of like the company.
Oh yeah.
He's in it. He's like one of the droids from Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
He's in it, but he like dies at the end. I'm like, how the fuck does that work? Because this is like before the other movies, and so it's just kind of
Just another
yeah.
droid, I guess.
There's like a claustrophobia aspect to this movie because they're in this like pyramid that where like there's trapdoors and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's a funny lore thing where they're saying that like predators like taught like Egyptians like how to build pyramids. And they basically just use them as tombs for aliens essentially. They had like a frozen queen in this one.
How they freeze it?
It's in Antarctica.
Oh.
And this movie had like a flashback and it showed like a swarm of aliens like attacking like these predators on the top of the pyramid. So I think that was some imagery that I was like thinking of.
Oh, okay.
And at the end, the girl that's in it, she like kills an alien, and then a predator like teams up with her, cuts off a head, and he uses it as like a shield.
Whoa.
To like because the acid blood like bounces off of their skin.
Yeah.
So she just has a head as a shield.
Mm-hmm.
And then a predator like cuts off like an alien tail and puts it like on like a spear
and shoots it or throws it.
No, gives it to like the girl, and so she's got like weapons and shit.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. It was just like cool.
I'll have to rewatch it. Like seriously.
Yeah. And then like she like returns. Well, she like survives, but like a big alien ship sees that they like took out the aliens or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so they gifted her like the predators like gifted her a predator spear thing.
Neat.
Like that's sick. And then there was an alien that like infects a predator. So there's like the Predator alien at the end or
Yep,
whatever.
Yep.
Like, that's fun or whatever.
That I remember.
Then I watched Alien vs. Predator Requiem.
Yep.
And that movie sucks. It's just like very boring. There's no like new ideas really. It's following up on like the Predalien or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're all grown up now. There's like, it's kind of fun because there's aliens in like the forest and like in this small town or whatever.
Okay.
But that's about it. You see like a predator planet, which is like, I guess, kind of cool. What's a little fucked up is there was a kid who gets face hugged.
Oh,
I'm
man.
like, don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, and then he gets chest burst. I'm like, come on.
Oh, no.
It looks like, it feels like a YouTube fan movie. You know, like I don't know anyone in this. Like there's no like recognizable actors. You know, like no one came out of this with a career.
Yeah.
Now remember in Predator versus Wolverine, how the Predator has like that serum that like dissolves bodies or whatever. That's like in this.
Is this where it debuted?
I don't know.
Probably.
But if it is, that's crazy that
I don't know. I can't imagine where else
Ben
it would have
Percy,
debuted.
I don't know, maybe one of the other Predator movies. I'm just forgetting about it.
Okay.
But like Ben Percy's pulling from AVP Requiem.
He did his research.
Yeah. It's like super dark for some reason, like in all the shots. So you can hardly see like the aliens or the Predator, which is like dumb.
Seems like just made less well.
The Predator alien like finds like a pregnant woman and then like has like its little mouth comes out and just starts like injecting all these like little like eggs or whatever. And so her stomach bursts and there's like 6 little like predaliens in her stomach. And I'm like,
it seems like they just like are getting too crass.
Yeah.
Almost. Or like, you know, they're doing these like ideas that are fucked up, but just for the sake of being fucked up.
Right. Maybe.
Which isn't like hit the same.
Yeah. There's the main character, I guess, in this tells his brother, he's like, get to the chopper. And I'm like, no,
not quite.
You didn't earn that.
Not.
The delivery isn't there. It was just, they just threw that in there.
That's sad.
And I guess like someone was in communication with like the army. Army says to go to the town square or whatever and wait for help. And then the lady's like, the army wouldn't lie. They said to go to the town square, but then the army just nukes the town.
Oh no. Wow.
And that was really funny.
What a disaster.
Yeah. So don't recommend it. I gave it 2 stars. It's like, I guess it's not that bad, but
it seems pretty bad.
I definitely didn't like it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's fine. You could rate it 2 stars.
Yeah. So
I played a new game.
Ooh, what did we play?
I played Dune Awakening. It's a Dune game.
It's a Dune game.
Yeah, like Dune.
Is it old?
No. New
game.
Game.
Like this year? Or like
this
last year?
Like a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, it's like is it open world?
Open world, survival.
I remember the trailer for that. Is it any good?
It's awesome.
Really?
I didn't think I was gonna like it because I don't fuck with Dune like that much.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's cool, but it's definitely inspired from like the Denis Villeneuve like stuff.
Yeah.
So visually very big scale, fits really well, and you're basically like a Fremen that's just in Arrakis and you're trying to like survive and you eventually join factions and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a survival game and the survival aspect of it is really fun because like you have to manage like, you know, getting water and stuff.
Yeah.
But like the survival aspects of it are complicated, but they're really good because you can build a base and you have to like go get resources to upgrade your armor and get better weapons and stuff and shoot darts at people. You can extract their blood and, you know, you can get things that turns blood into water, which you can use to like power your home and get more stuff. But there's big fucking worms in this.
Yeah.
And they are so scary.
Nice.
It's easily the scariest part.
Yeah. I imagine.
Because if you die, like you could respawn and go pick up your stuff. Then if you get eaten by a worm, your shit's gone.
No.
And you're set back, you respawn, you do like this like weird spice dream thing and you get like resurrected somehow, I don't know. But you're just a naked man running around. And there's like interesting mechanics where like you can't be out in the sun too much because then you'll start to like become dehydrated. But if you're in the shade, even if it's like a small bit of shade, like your sun meter goes down. And like I just don't know how they code that
What do you mean
know,
sun meter? Like you need
like
to have a
if
certain amount of sun?
there's just like a meter where if you're in the sun for too much, then you start to get dehydrated faster and stuff like that.
I mean,
And
shade is shade.
yeah, but it's like it could be like the smallest amount of shade too, which I think is just impressive.
That's cool.
And like all the things that you can build are really cool, and you can get like hover belt thing that helps you like
I like
scale.
haven't even heard of this thing since that trailer.
Well, like I heard of it and I saw it and I was like, it doesn't really seem like it's for me.
Yeah.
But the way that it just operates as a game, I think is really impressive and cool. And you like join a server, so you'll see other people. Like it's a MMO type game, but there's just multiple servers. But anything that you do on your server will be saved on that server, and it gets kind of like updated in real time.
Normally, like games based off of movies nowadays, like don't really
they're really corny
the same.
Yeah. But this one they do really well.
Sweet.
It's so cool.
Is it like kind of a campaign mode kind of thing, or is it just mostly?
There's like a campaign for like there's definitely a story and there's cutscenes and stuff, and the cutscenes look like almost they're definitely trying to do like a Denis Villeneuve thing.
Yeah,
which is cool. We're gonna join the I think it's the Harkonnens. Are those the bald dudes? I can't remember.
Yeah.
So we're gonna join them. We're gonna try and kiss our uncles. You know.
Yeah.
But man, it's so fun, and I just like it because if there's like a lot of people, like a lot of my friends that are just gonna play at the same time, we could play that. And like we even got Sophie into it. I'm running her through like the beginning stuff.
Yeah.
She's never done like an open world thing before. But basically like the survival part of it is there's like it's all sand dunes and stuff, but there's patches of like rocks and like civilization that you can build on. Because if you're in the middle of the sand, you're gonna get eaten by a sandworm. And if you're going from, patch of rock to patch of rock, you have to be careful. Like you have to figure out where the worm is, kind of deal, and you can like use binoculars to kind of scout it out before you make the trek between like areas.
Yeah.
Get more resources. And I've died by worm twice.
You have to like walk a certain way and shit.
At the beginning, you walk because they're closer to each other, but then you eventually build like vehicles, and you could like build that ornithopter thing.
Nice.
Eventually, I haven't gotten there yet. I've only just built a bike.
Yeah.
And eventually you can build like a buggy and then like the helicopter thing.
Cool.
But it's so cool. The progression's really satisfying. I just like it way more than I thought I would. And I think when you rank up a lot, you can ride the worm.
Yeah.
Which sounds cool. But man, I'm so far from that. I'm just so scared of the worms. You'll just be like driving randomly, and then in the distance, like 500 meters away, the worm just like jumps out of the sand and it makes a really loud noise and it feels really big. And if you're like in a bad spot, like not close to like a safe rock area, it'll start like coming towards you, and you see it coming towards you. So it feels like Jaws or something in a way.
Yeah.
Like remember that scene in Godzilla -1 where they're like in the water and like Godzilla's
like the scariest scene?
It fucking feels like that most of the time. And I get giddy because I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die.
It's like one of those games you have to like look over your shoulder and then it's closer and closer.
Yeah, you have to really be careful.
Nice, that's cool.
Yeah, action's really fun too. So if you're ever bored, you can just go fight some scavengers that are just somewhere.
Nice.
So I like it a lot.
Sweet.
Been sinking some time into that.
So what are gonna be next week, Nathan? What are we gonna read next week?
What do we have some line? Is it
Fantastic Four?
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'd like it to come out like a week before.
Okay, yeah. Let's do Fantastic Four.
Do you want to do the 1, 2, 3, 4?
By Grant Morrison?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I think that one's definitely an interesting Fantastic Four book.
Yeah, there's also one by Mark Waid. We just read his shit.
Yeah.
There's a James Robinson run, and there's a Dan Slott run. But if you always bring up 1, 2, 3, 4. So.
Yeah, I just remember it because it sounded cool when I like first started reading comics, and I read it and I was like, this is something else. It could be bad. I don't know. But
yeah, it's short. So it's only like 4 issues.
4 issues. So. I'm down for that.
Cool. Sounds good. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bit of a long one.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah, thanks for hanging in there. If you're still here, we got a link tree in the bio. You can like, comment, subscribe, check out our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know.
What's your favorite Superman?
Superman, yeah, let us know. We don't really
What's
read
your favorite,
that
like,
much.
Non-origin Superman.
Yeah, everything seems a lot of origin stuff.
Mm-hmm. There's like a Philip Kennedy Johnson thing where he's like a barbarian or something on like some other planet.
That seemed cool.
That seemed pretty cool. People seem to like that.
I liked Red Sun, but that's kind of like
That's also Origin.
Yeah, Origin.
Just different Origin. So yeah, let us know. tradewaiterspod@gmail.com.
Was there Origin in Space Age?
Yeah.
I think a little.
Yeah, a little.
I don't know.
That was good. That was good though.
Good stuff. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.